Alright, game 2 here, and a couple events on the board, arms and annex. Annex doesn't usually do anything. Arms is sometimes relevant, but the more important thing here is that I was gifted a 2-5 on this board with Witch and, more importantly, Governor. There's also nice 2 costs in Ratcatcher and Peasant. In fact, there's even better, there's Arms. So you open Arms on the 2 hand, of course, and just for greater flexibility, right? Just for greater flexibility. Um, Although it seems like I'm just going to pick up one of the 2 costs, to be honest, and it is going to be a Peasant. I think what I'm planning to do here is go for Governors. You don't really have to worry about the Witch too much if you could get Governors fast enough. And look, I'm getting one on turn 2. So I think I should be okay. There's also some trash in Doctor and Ratcatcher to deal with the Witch. I really think just Governor is a lot stronger than the Witch here. So my opponent goes for an overpaid Doctor as well as a Ratcatcher. So that even puts me even further off the Witch plan. He has 2 forms of trash, and he overpaid for his Doctor by 1 on the 4 cost hand there, and he picked up his Ratcatcher. So that just put me off the junk in him plan. Now he goes for a Peasant here with arms, of course. So here I'm gonna draw with this Peasant, kinda trying to get lucky, meaning I want to find lots of money so I can get a nice big overpay with this Peasant. I meant to say draw with Governor. I'm not sure if I said draw with Peasant instead. So I'm going to draw to look for money, and I do find a lot of money. So 6 could be another Governor, but I choose the Doctor and seek to trash my deck down a little bit. Governor works so much better if you could remove all your starting cards from your deck. That is going to be difficult to do with the Doctor, of course, but it could get quite a bit of your starting cards out of the deck. So exchanging here, of course, I learned that lesson from someone sent me a private message on the forum, and they said they had a look at how Dan Brooks played his Governor games, and he went for a lot of trashing, and it works out. I have tested that several times when Governor showed up. Yeah, you really want lots of trashing just to get everything nice and compact. You could see your Governors 2 or 3 in a hand reliably. It is tremendous, tremendous. On the other side, my opponent is trashing as well. They've got their Ratcatcher out. The Doctor has nicked a couple of things out of his deck, and he picks up a City Quarter here. Now, I initially thought that was a touch too early. It also puts him in debt a little bit, which means he can't buy Governor, probably, and he can't arms for it either. But he is thinner than I thought, and the City Quarter does actually turn out to do good work for him throughout the game here. So I'm going to gain a gold here with the Governor now, because I also want to start to get City Quarters and other Governors as well. So I will need a little bit of money to do so, especially if I am trashing the coppers out of my deck. And I also don't want to draw him a card to make it easier for him to pay off his debt. I think he's still in debt here. And it might also allow him to trash with the Doctor. He isn't able to trash on that turn, just converts a Peasant to a Soldier. I do manage to get enough money here to pick up a second Governor, so things are looking very, very good for me here, especially with the Fugitive now in my deck. I could have some control over the Doctor trashing, though I don't think I'm thin enough to make use of that. Speaking of Doctor trashing, another good hit for my opponent here. So they winning on the deck size battle. It's not a battle, but he's trashed more than I have, and he gets another Ratcatcher, I believe. So I play the Fugitive first. That's probably not right. You should probably play at least one Governor first for draw, and then see what you're gonna do from here. But I play the Fugitive first, and I am going to first. I have a few options here with the Governor, right? Like I could gain a gold, which I do here, and actually the big decision is whether or not to trash this Doctor into another Governor. I think I refrain on this turn from doing so, just because I want to get one more turn of trashing with my doctor. Hopefully I can get two things out of my deck. It's kinda likely given that I hit two estates already with the overpay. The initial overpay, and I do hit two coppers, which is quite good for me here. And I am gonna pick up a rat catcher just to further supplement the trashing. My opponent calls one rat catcher, then plays another. They seem to have fixed that representation on the game, which is very nice. Before you would see both rat catchers, you wouldn't know which one was called, which one was played. And he picks up his first governor, so I'm gonna have a governor of my own here. Now I feel it is time for me to get the city quarter. It'll draw some cards, which is pretty important. If you could get your draw going and just have your draw into governors and golds, that's exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. And also a source of plus actions, right? There is some idea of picking up a bandit at some point, for example, or rogue. You could trash your gold, get back the gold, trash it again, for example. Bandit is probably more reliable, just gaining your gold and maybe nicking a gold off your opponent. That sets them back. It is what I wanted to pick up at the beginning of the game, the bandit, but really just get the governors first. The bandit could wait. Governors are the key card here. Like I said, like the witch wasn't really going to do much. My opponent now picks up a rogue. Now I'm not sure where he was going with this rogue. I thought that would have been a governor for sure. And actually seeing that rogue, I really don't want him to nick one of my governors or one of my golds. You know, I spend good time and money to put that into my deck. I don't want it to just go into the trash. So that slightly pushes me to trash my doctor now for the governor. I don't think I'll get a nice opportunity to play that doctor again. There's too many different cards in the deck now anyway. So now if he plays his rogue, he'll have to get the doctor. So I gain a governor of my disciple and I remodel my doctor into a governor. So that's two governors for the turn, and I can always buy one here. I've given up my plus buy in the peasant, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. This last governor here is to gain gold, I believe, so I'm going to pay off my debt here. Lots of debt. I'm not able to buy a governor, but I am going to pick up another city quarter, I believe. I expect it to be very good at this point. I have lots of action cards. And here, I do exchange for the teacher, like I said. Getting the plus card token, I don't know if I said this before, but getting the plus card token on the governor is going to be a big deal for this game. So, not a quiet turn for my opponent, sorry. Just able to pick up a city quarter. He pays off most of the debt for it anyway. I'm able to thin a copper here with the rat catcher, which is always nice, always nice. And I am gonna go looking for the silver that my opponent put into my deck. I want to turn that into a governor and maybe buy another governor. But the silver is hiding from me, and all this time I have to keep drawing them cards. That is not something that I like. Really don't like having to draw people cards with governor. So finally my city quarter shows up near the end. If it had shown up at a better time, I'd have been able to remodel into governor and play that governor. I mean, I could still do that, but then I draw him a card for nothing. I still get the single governor play, meaning for gold or for remodeling or something. So here, could be gold, but I choose to remodel into a peasant. Why? Just for the plus buy. I have a heap of money. I think I have $16 here and one buy. That making any sense? That not making any sense. Get a plus buy. So I am gonna pay off my debt here and pick up another governor. Not another city quarter, because I feel like if I leave a governor in the pile, my opponent could get it. I've drawn him quite a bit of cards. He's trashed some of his rat catchers into silvers. I'm not sure why he did that as well. I don't think you want that many silvers in your governor base deck. Anyways, he's able to use his disciple to gain one governor, and then he converts one of his silvers into the last governor. So yeah, governors are gone now. governors are gone. Now maybe he can remodel a silver into a bandit. He actually remodels a silver into a witch here, which is okay, but really at this point, I mean, the game is going to be over in a couple turns. And here he uses rogue to gain something back from the trash. That rogue isn't going to hurt me at all. There's far too many things in the trash for it to come after me. And another city quarter for my opponent. Again, almost able to pay off all the debt. So here, this is the grand finale. Not the last turn of the game, but this is what I wanted from the beginning of the game, to stick my plus card token down on the governors. So I'm drawing an extra card off my governors, and I'm hoping to see my city quarter. I have a handful of actions. I would love to see the city quarter, but it is hiding from me. It's hiding from me. Ratcatcher reveals peasant. Nope, nope, nope. The governor doesn't even find me a city quarter, and I have to draw again here, I believe one more time, to hopefully find some city quarters, and I do. But by this point, the governors can just draw their deck from the teacher bonus. Oh well, what can you do, right? So I am going to remodel, I believe, 3 golds here. Remodel 3 golds and into provinces. Of course, there's nothing else. And buy the 4th province. I just checked briefly to make sure my opponent can't do anything. Like, he can't win, right? He can't get 4 provinces and a duchy, for example. I don't think so. He only has the 1 gold, and it's like I've gained a lot of gold, so we'd need to use some of his governors to gain a gold. One clever thing he did here is that he didn't convert his disciple into teacher. He realized there wouldn't be enough time for him to get a teacher, so he kept his disciple, which is a much more powerful card than the teacher at this point in the game for him. So he does have an extra governor play, but or an extra witch play, for example. So you can maybe junk me and maybe, you know, adjust the point situation so that he would be able to get the last 4 provinces. But I don't think he could do it. He doesn't have plus buy for one. I have the peasant, and he doesn't have enough gold to remodel into provinces. So I think it's completely safe just to buy a province here, and I pick up a peasant. Just boost my action density. If I do happen to draw a city quarter, I would like to have as many actions as possible. It also serves as a plus buy, and I get a soldier for next turn too. So I am going to finally, I'm going to also have another disciple here, so that's great. I have 1 extra governor play, and I also now have the teacher available to me for remodeling. So even if I don't manage to find all my gold, if I find my teacher instead, I can remodel that guy into a province. So that's a neat thing to just keep note of. The witch comes out. I didn't know you could do this. He used his disciple on city quarter, and he gained a city quarter. For some reason, I thought you couldn't do that, just because its cost is in debt only, but it works. There you go. So he gains a bandit now, reasonable, and he is going to be able to trash one of my goals. But like I said, I have the teacher to remodel, even if I don't find the goals. He gets a province from remodeling. I believe he gets 1 more province from buying things. The rogue could get him back his gold, which is fine, and he can make use of it again. But again, look, he has a lot of money, no plus buy. That's something I didn't want to be in, so that's why I picked up my peasant. So actually here I have a very, very nice turn, and my opponent is going to resign in short order after seeing this city quarter hand. It's immense. So yeah, I was just gifted a 5-2 on our board with governor and some trashing on it, and I just carried the advantage home from that point on, really. Yeah, that's how it ends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. I even had the win in hand there, so couple more remodels and that would have been game over. Alright, thanks for watching again, see you.